Hey guys, I know this is short notice, but Trish just sent me a. Oh crap! I'm going the wrong way. Trish just sent me a quick tweet or a DM saying that Alex Jones was at the Capitol about 17 minutes ago. I hope I'm not too late. Actually, that might be Alex Jones right there. Let's see. How you doing?
I'm right downstairs right now. I'm outside waiting.
Sarah.
Very nice to meet you.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Good. Is Alex Jones in here? Or? Oh, okay. What's the deal with this? People taking pictures just because the vehicle is unique, or what? I heard Alex Jones was down here with an armored vehicle, so I thought it was you. All right, man. Cool vehicle. That's the vehicle. Everybody's hanging off, taking pictures of this thing. Somebody said Alex Jones was down here with an armored vehicle. So I thought that was him. So I'm heading up to the Capitol right now. People are hanging off that thing like, oh, let's get a picture. Picture taken with it. Try not to get run over by a car. I've always wanted to interview Alex Jones because anytime you see an interview with him, you know, you either got one on the one hand, Republican conservatives who hand him softball questions, or liberal lunatics who don't know how to answer or field his questions and don't know how to respond. So I want to ask him why, because I just talked to Adam Green today. I haven't been keeping up with Alex Jones, but from what I hear, he's still, man, I got to pick up the pace here. He's still towing the Trump party line, and that doesn't make any sense. If you're for freedom, you would be anti-Trump, because Trump is anti-Second Amendment. How do we know? He likes and wants to institute a federal red flag law that is 100% antithetical to the Second Amendment. So what you want to do is, if you're fighting for the Second Amendment, you don't compromise on the Second Amendment. That's the bottom line. So that's one question. Second question is, if you're for freedom, how can you be for Trump, who just signed the anti-Semitic executive order, which effectively gets rid of free speech, at least on college campuses? That's a screwed up mindset. It's not a freedom loving, individual liberty loving mindset. Third, if you're for individual freedoms, why would you be for Donald Trump, who put a Goldman Sachs international banking insider as the Treasury Secretary? Steve Mnuchin. Here, I'm going to try to get out of the wind. Shoot. Is the wind bad, guys? I'm going to try to walk backwards here. They're really increasing and beefing up the law enforcement presence here. Number four, if you're for freedoms and liberties, I'm going to try to walk like this. Is that better for the wind if I walk backwards? Is that better? Sounds good? Okay. Man, it's hard walking backwards fast, uphill, in the wind. Number four, if you're for freedoms, why would you be for Donald Trump, who put one of the greatest warmongers of our time next to maybe John McCain and is the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo? I mean, just the list goes on and on. Obviously, Trump is a Zionist international banking insider, because we all know if he wasn't, he wouldn't be there. It's not a C-election process or an election process, it's a C-election process. There's the Capitol again. So we're back on Capitol grounds. Hopefully Alex Jones has stuck around. Tried to get out as quickly as I possibly could while after I uploaded that video. Yeah, they've really increased. Look at this. They've got more barriers and barricades around. Let's see.
The 20 people that live in a small.
There's still some people around here talking. This is actually where he was standing. Shoot. Maybe he's over here. I'm inside the cage. Not on Capitol grounds, but man, I don't see anything over here. This is what this looks like. I haven't videoed this part. Yeah, I missed him. Dang. I tried to get out of there as quickly as I could. Shoot. Maybe he's over on the other side of the street. Just a second. Actually, I need to go this way. See, I can't stand it when somebody interviews something and asks them softball, namby-pamby questions. By the way, I got an interview with Nick Freitas today. You guys know who Nick Freitas is? He's the delegate for the Virginia legislature. Hey, here's from that last video, Sic Semper Tyrannis. Check this out. Look at this. I don't know if it's going to come in or reverse it. Sic Semper Tyrannis. Thus, always to tyrants. And yet, the tyrants are going to make you check in over there at Gate J as they disarm you. As this right here is on the frickin' Virginia, embedded in the Virginia grounds, Virginia being the state that yielded James Madison, who came up with the Second Amendment in the first place, shall not be infringed. It's just whacked out. I don't see Alex Jones here anywhere. Shoot. I missed him. Hey, were you up here when Alex Jones was up here? Oh, you did?
Yeah, I sat there.
He's just up. Yeah, he was up here about 20 minutes ago. I was hoping to get an interview with him.
Who?
Alex Jones
Oh.
from InfoWars.
Oh, yeah.
Are you pro Second Amendment?
Yes.
Yeah, I am too. We're live right here. We got 439 people. Got another pro Second Amendment, guys.
God bless you.
Gate J is where we're going to take away our Second Amendment rights, or take away some people's Second Amendment rights. Shall not be infringed means shall not be infringed. Have a good night. Anyway, I interviewed Nick Freitas, the delegate from Virginia, and I'll upload that when I get back. I was actually in the process of getting ready to get the file ready to upload, and Trish sent me that thing about Alex Jones being up here, and I was like, what? I got to get up there and interview this guy, not let him off the hook. You can't support you cannot support a guy who supports tyranny and tell people that you're for freedom. You're not for freedom if you support a guy who supports tyranny. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't understand this. I don't understand this way of thinking, this inconsistent way of thinking where you live in this compromise, this wholesale compromise of the individual rights you say you hail. If you're going to hail individual rights, hail individual rights. Don't be a hypocrite about it. I don't care who you are. You got to check out of the cult of personality. I get it. I know. I understand people like Alex Jones. I used to like Alex Jones too, but you know what? You have to see past the person. You have to see past. Well, you can't check yourself into the cult of personality. Sorry about snorting, guys. It's cold out here and I was running and my nose is running. You got to check out of the cult of personality. If you don't check out of the cult of personality, then you stay Velcroed to your cognitive dissonance. And when you're in cognitive dissonance, you're not going to do yourself or anybody else any good ever. not along the lines of individual liberties. You know the quickest way to thrash liberty is through compromise. It's not even through wholesale giving it away, it's through compromise. That's when tyrants get their foot in the door, and then we end up at a place where we are right now, where we're just rallying around to beg the government for our individual liberties that they can't give us anyway. It's not what the founding fathers did. I mean, I don't endorse everything the founding fathers did, but heck, man, they weren't a bunch of pansy-ass pussies sitting around going, well, I wonder what we should do. They're like, hey, come on over. We got something to shove up your ass. Let's see, what street is this? 12th and Bank is where, well, actually 10th and Bank Street is where the J Nazi checkpoint is. It's a J checkpoint. Hey, that's another irony to add to the whole thing. It's Gate J. Gate J is the main gate where they're going to take away your freedoms. Let me show you a cool courtyard right here, this Bank of America courtyard. Tell me they don't have loads of money to pour into stuff like this. I'll give you a little sightseeing tour. Man, I was really hoping to get that interview with Jones. Here's Bank of America. And here's the courtyard. It's pretty cool. It's got nice little grass right here. It's getting chilly. Should be good weather tomorrow for whatever psychological operation is going to ensue tomorrow morning. Here, I'll take you over here in this courtyard too. If you guys want me to. You want to take a little sightseeing tour of this part of... Look at that little dog right there. Sightseeing tour of Virginia. Little FedEx postal place. Actually, you know what? I mean, it is cool down there, but I'm not going to walk down there because then I got to walk all the way around to get back onto the street. And I want to get back to the hotel and upload at least one more video before I pack it in tonight. I plan on being at the Capitol, in front of the Capitol, on 10th and Bank Street. And I'm going to pretty much hang out there all day and probably not move. So if you guys are down there, I'd love to look you up. I saw that there are quite a few YouTubers, and I've met a lot of really cool subscribers out here today. And it was really neat to just hook up, because we always talk about it, but to get to do it, it's just really refreshing, invigorating. It really kind of lifts your spirits up, you know? Alex Jones, come on, man. You know. Well, man, you know that's like, it's just paid opposition, man. How can I don't think Alex Jones is a stupid dude. I do not. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. Playing right into the bankers' hands. He knows about the Federal Reserve. I love it when Ron Paul got on his show that one time and just slammed him 3 times in a row. Ron Paul was saying, you're thinking like a neocon. You're talking like a neocon. You have the ideology of a neocon. Ron Paul was not letting up, man. He does not mince words. He's not the most articulate man in the world, but man, that guy knows. He's got down in him exactly what's going on. Anyway, that interview with Nick Freitas, I asked him a couple softball questions at first. What started the conversation was, and I hope this is on video, I haven't looked back at it yet. Here, let me get over there here on these steps. Actually, I'm gonna duck inside this building right here. Look at this. How do they get the money to fund that kind of stuff? Oh yeah, we have fiat currency Ponzi scheme going on. Look at this. How much do you think that I look at things like that right there and I'm like, okay, how much did that stairwell cost right there? That was a big undertaking. And then you look at something like that, you're like, how in the hell did they do that? Hopefully if I switch over into this hotel Wi-Fi, hopefully it'll transfer over good. If it doesn't, if it breaks signal, I'll come back on. And we'll go upstairs where we can talk without disturbing people. Anyway, what started with Nick Freitas was, hey, thanks for that super chat, man. I'll read it out in a second. What started the interview with Nick Freitas was, God, it's warm in here. He was talking to the Capitol Police up on the steps by that J checkpoint. And he was talking about how much he appreciates their service. I cannot stand here and that kind of stuff. Hey, I appreciate your service. Your service of what? Harassing and collecting the rest of us from the rest of us. Look at this architecture. This is so cool. I'm gonna try to find a place to sit. There's a security guard down there. He might say something. Anyway, I started talking to him about the Second Amendment. I said, hey, I really appreciate some of the things that you've said. I've uploaded a couple of your videos to my channel. I think you're kind of, you're on the right track as far as telling the Democrats that they need to take accountability for their own actions. If they're going to institute a policy, they need to assume the liability for it. Let's see, where should I sit? I'm going to just sit on these steps over here. I don't see any benches. Look at this. It's just a bunch of wasted space. Look at this big hallway. Just a huge bunch of wasted space. All heated, of course. Oh, you know what? I'll go down there. Here's some chairs down there. Haven't seen one person in here except for that security guard. I love this kind of traveling stuff. I love to explore new places. Look at the architecture. Look at this indoor little reflecting pool deal. All right, I'm gonna sit down right here. Anyway, I told him I appreciated a lot of his words, and I do. He has a lot of hard-hitting words, and you got to face it. Nick Freitas is super articulate, and I'll save I was asking him softball questions, and then I gave him a hardball question at the end. I didn't want to scare him off too quick, but I'll try to upload that video as soon as I get back to the hotel room. Let me see. We had some super. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna take this pop socket thing off here and put it in the middle so I can do that. Oh, sorry. I bet that was loud. All right. All right, sorry guys, I really wanted to. Anarchy doesn't work. Kyle the Dalek, how did it work every moment that you were up today? You were involved in anarchy all day today. How does it not work? Alex Jones said Virginians should let them take their guns so we understand what they want to do. What? I never heard that. Wolfman, can you substantiate that? That would be interesting. Wolfman says Alex Jones said Virginians should let them take their guns so we understand what they want to do. Why would we want to? We understand what they want to do. They want to take every one of our rights away. I mean, all you have to do is look at history. What did Stalin do? What did Mussolini do? What did Hitler do? They want complete and total control. There's no mystery as to what the tyrants want. Every tyrant throughout the age wants the same thing. They want wealth and they want power. They want control. That's what government means. It's from two Greek or Latin words. Where's my oh, I got my glasses on. It's pretty bad when you're looking at the thing through your glasses and you're looking for your glasses. That's bad. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I got my glasses are clouded. Government comes from the two Latin words governo and mentis. Governo means to control or govern, and mentis means mind, to control the mind. The tyrant wants nothing more than to control your mind, to make you subservient to him. Why would we give away our firearms to see what they're going to do? See how that worked for other nations. What's Stalin up to? Stalin ended up killing 40 to 60 million of his own people? Nice. Oceans A says, that cop from this morning makes me wonder if we should ban high-capacity donut boxes. Took me all day of beginning around NPC cops to think of this. That's funny. Oh, a being. Sorry, I misread that. Shoot, from a router or something. Am I coming through okay? I'm just looking for the other super chats. I really appreciate you guys coming through on Super Chats and PayPal, guys. You guys made this whole thing happen. You guys did. We did together. All right, here's the other Super Chat is Mr. Gilly Star. Have you got permission to run in the safe space? I'm not going in the I'm not going into the criminal empowerment victim creation zone tomorrow. I've already made up my mind. I was wavering on that. I wanted to bring you guys, you know, up to the minute. Here we are at the Capitol, but God, I'm not doing that. I don't want to be in the pen with a whole bunch of other sheeple, being stupid, trusting the government. I don't want to be side by side with people who are trusting the government to keep them safe. No, sirree, Bob. That's not me. Let's see. This other Super Chat says what? Oh, Jen. How you doing, Jen? Thanks for being there and doing what you're doing. Thank you, Jen. I'm only here doing what I'm doing because of you and everybody else who contributed to this venture. Dang, line jumper. Thank you, man. Hey, brother. I don't always agree with you on everything, but I stand with you on the Second Amendment and the message you're bringing us from Tyrant Central. Thank you. Yeah, God, didn't that suck? What if James Madison knew later on this would be Tyrant Central? Yeah, it's not as bad as Newark, New Jersey. It's not as bad. As a matter of fact, I just talked to a lady in the hotel room who's from New Jersey, and she was saying that they have this crazy law, and I've heard of it, I just haven't substantiated it. They have this crazy law where if you protect yourself with a firearm and you shoot the intruder who's trying to kill you, you're held liable. How corrupt and disheartening is that? Man, I'd want to move out of there like yesterday. I don't want to live in a place like that. Are you kidding me? You're trying to defend yourself and your family? You're the just one, and you're doing society a favor by eliminating the unjust one, and you're going to be punished for it? Punish the living because the guy who died was not only going to rip this person off or rape this person, but was going to do that to other people or murder somebody? Give me a break, man. That's what's wrong with our society. People are all too willing to initiate unjust force and violence on that peaceful person who did nothing wrong but actually did society a favor. And you're going to have some law punishing that person? Give me a break. Give me a break. I heard Luke Rudowski's going to be here. Hey, Luke, if you're watching this, let's hook up, man. Let's do some stuff. I like your work. Luke Rudowski is the only YouTuber I know that has somehow finagled his way into getting close to Ben Bernanke and Lord Rothschild and Henry Kissinger and asking him some hard questions. Larry Silverstein. I mean, in his day, Luke Rudowski did some hard-hitting stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's good stuff there. Okay, I'm gonna be on the move again. I'm gonna put this jacket back on so I don't have to carry it. I got my GoPro here hanging off the side. So yeah, be looking for that Nick Freitas video. It was a halfway decent interview. I didn't go too hard on him at first because, you know, in an interview, you don't want your first question to scare the guy away and go, you know what, I'm kind of not interested in having this discussion. It's that draw more flies with honey than vinegar mentality. And then you set them up for the kill. Although, you know, I don't view the hard questions as setting them up for the kill so much as I am unearthing what they're actually thinking and why they think that, and using the Socratic method to get people to think, what the hell am I doing? Why am I saying what I'm saying? And when you hit people like delegates or congressmen or senators, they're pretty set in their ways, sadly. But, you know, I don't know, I'm ever hopeful that we can set brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. So I tried to get a hold of Alex Jones, guys. I'm going to try to get a quick workout in, and then I'm going to get that Nick Freitas video up. And then I'll probably hit the sack early because I'm going to get up early. I want to get there before the news crews get there. You know, maybe get some hard-hitting interviews with mainstream, fake stream, lame stream media. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you for making this happen. Thanks for the Patreon, the PayPal, and the Bitcoin support and the support here on the Super Chats. Love each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. And remember, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people will secure their own oppression. You got to stand like this granite pillar right there. No compromise.